All right.
Okay, recording in progress.
Hey, folks, I don't know if you can hear me. I hope you can. And for those of you that are planning on joining us, give me a thumbs up or a number one or something to let me know that we are live and that you hear me, and then we can proceed. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Yeah, we're live. I see us live.
I
Ladies and
see it.
gentlemen, I'm sure you see it too?
I see it.
Okay.
I
I am
got it.
Sir Charles Cary, and this is the TRU-MU. Oh, let me get my words together. The TRU-MU podcast, True Music Podcast. That's what that stands for, folks. And I'm here with none other than the smooth one, Carl T. Smith. I know it's been a while since I've done something live, or we've done something live, but we are live right now. And I told you this was coming. It's coming down the pike, and sure enough, here it is. Tuesday, 7 p.m., the TRU-MU podcast, and we talk about all things related to music. So as we get started, let me just tell you a little bit about myself, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about my guest. So I have my guest share a little bit about himself. As many of you know, I am a speaker and author, but one of my, I guess, closest love affairs has been with music almost all of my life, literally, ever since I was a kid. And for the past, I guess, maybe 5 years or so, I've come back to it in a big fashion. And that's why we're here on the TRU-MU podcast, because it's all about music. I'm grateful to say that I've recorded 4 albums. In fact, I've collaborated with the Smooth One. He's written a couple of songs. We've done some things together. And even before that, we've done many things together years and years and years ago. So without, extending my long history about me, let's find out a little bit more about the Smooth One. Who is the Smooth One? Carl T. Smith. Carl, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling kind of, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Look, man, tell the people a little bit about, you, and then we'll, bring it up to the current times as far as what's happening today.
Um, I'm a musician, singer, songwriter, producer, engineer. Do quite a few different things. Everything music. That's kind of what I do. Um, I we work on sound companies and I do events. Up here in New York. I'm
Okay.
based in New York. I'm trying to share this. Um, and kind of do a lot of different things.
Okay. Okay. But all related to music, of course.
Mostly related to music.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Look, I know you've written a lot of songs. Like I said, I know we've got a couple songs that are out there. In the Morning, which is one of the nice ballads that I love that you've done. And another song titled The Right Time, a similar flavor. Um, you've been writing for, man, since what, the 70s, 80s?
70s. Yeah.
70s.
Yeah. Early 70s is when I first put the pen to the pen to the keyboard or pen to the piano.
Right, right, right. I remember we did a documentary. You was talking a little bit about your first label that you worked with. I don't know if it was contractual or whatever it was, but you told me about your first label. You and Kevin had did some work at a label in downtown New York, I believe, or was it Bronx? I forget what it was. Remind us about that story.
Yeah. Starting out early, I started producing for this record label, this manager record label, which was Clarence Music.
Okay.
And we produced a whole lot of acts that he had and put out a lot of stuff. And then in 1984, had my first solo single release called Comeback Lover that he released, on the label.
Wow. So what was that experience like to you? Was it, I mean, we know music has changed a lot. and back then, and you fast forward to now, is there a comparison?
Well, I mean, technology helped out a whole lot. With technology, um, you're able to do so much and have so much done without having to go to a studio or having to, work with other people. Though I like working with other people, I
Yeah,
like that a lot.
I agree. I totally agree, man. Now I know you've worked with some big names from different capacities. Any of your songs that you've written, were they ever recorded by any other artists, or did they ever go on to do anything substantial? How did that work for you as a songwriter?
Um, the artists, a lot of the artists that I played, behind, um, they didn't do any of my. No, actually, that's not true. There's been a couple of albums and a couple of stuff that has been recorded. Uh, there's a song on New Edition's album, way back when right after they came out by themselves. Well, I say by themselves because they were with different management and everything. On that album, there's a song that's on there, which the music is actually mine, but my name is not on there correctly. But I'm on the albums, for playing. And
Okay.
then I did some recording for uh, the group Whistle. Kango had me come out to the studio and do some recording for Whistle, and
Okay.
for a couple of tunes on their album, and then quite a few other albums. We've done that we've done that hopefully everybody knows.
Yeah, even funny you said that because that's the title of one of my strongest songs, Everybody Knows.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But wow, okay, okay. Now, as far as style, today we're talking about music styles. I know I have my preferences and, styles that I lean towards. What is your style as it relates to music? Is there a music style that you lean towards or that you like, even if you don't write in that style?
Um, R&B, soul, that kind of stuff like that.
Mhm.
Uh, I even if it's okay now, I was getting confused by the screen. R&B, soul, some funk, some jazz. I usually write with some pop, and now I'm even playing a little reggae because I'm backing up a actually a actor who has a reggae group that he's
Okay.
Leon and the Peoples.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I take all of that. It's like gumbo, man. I take all of that, put it all together.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, I know. Growing up, man, for me, I was kind of like an oddball because I like the Rat Pack, man. I like Sammy Davis Jr. and Dean Martin, and most kids that were at that point, same age as me, 9, 10, whatever, they like Motown. I like Motown too, but I also like standards. I like the
Mm-hmm.
standards. And I even like the Osmonds, I like certain songs that you probably remember this when you would stand around the kitchen on the AM radio just waiting for your
AM
song to
radio.
come on. No, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I liked a lot of different things, the Beatles, even, I like a lot of different artists. And it's because something about that song captured my attention, whether it was rhythmic or I don't know what it may have been, but it just caught my attention. And, I guess bubblegum and popcorn music was starting to come out those days, and, early days of the Jackson 5 and that type of sound. So I was really captivated by music and, how it appealed to me. So, yeah, I have a very, I guess you say eclectic preference, but as I got older, I definitely heavily lean towards soul and R&B, and most in particularly the ballads, man. I love me some ballads, man. A good
Mm-hmm.
ballad, you can never go wrong. So, yeah. In fact, do you have a group like a lot of people like the Temptations? Do you have a group?
Do I have a group or a group I like? You mean a group I like?
Like, yeah,
I
yeah.
like just good music. If it's good, I like it. I like productions. I like the way things are put together. Um, I like if hooks, catchy hooks, catchy lines,
Yeah.
catchy lines, catchy parts, things like that. I really, kind of gravitate to those things. Um, Grooves that if you got a groove, if you have something that you have, if you got a song that has parts put together to make the whole thing and the song kicks,
Yeah.
you got me.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
me.
My thing is I like wordplay, certain wordplay as well from a lyrical perspective. And as a songwriter, it's like I know I've got something as a songwriter again when I start to write a song and the idea lands and I don't really have to give it much thought, but it's a perfect blend with the melody or with the music, and I remember the lyric, and it just sort of fits like hand in glove. It's like that's when, to me, that's when you know you really got something. And I think a lot of my songs that I've either written or collaborated with people on work so well because of that type of glue, I'm gonna call it. That stickativity. You get
Mm,
an idea and it just works. And that's one of the things I enjoy about the whole creative process. In
mhm,
fact,
mhm.
recently I was in the studio because after I leave my studio, I get my stuff mixed at a bigger studio. And some of the guys saw me in there, the younger guys saw me in there, and they do a lot of hip hop and stuff like that. And they were like, yo, what's up with this OG? And the engineer was telling me, yo, they are inspired because they're seeing you excited about your material and recording. And they don't see a lot of older cats in the studio recording their material. And you're like really into it because I would be in the studio every week. Every week, I would have one or two songs that I'm working on,
Mhm.
and it was inspiring to me to know that I'm yet inspiring someone else, maybe 20 years younger than me, and they're like, "Yo, this dude is doing his thing." So yeah,
That's
wordplay,
cool.
yeah, wordplay and just exposure. I think that's the thing that draws us together, as they say. Music
Mhm.
moves the savage beast, But so I'm all for it. I'm all in. Shoot, for real,
Yeah,
man.
definitely when the lyrics kind of gel together, go together, and you know, when they have when the songs are written really well
Huh.
and
Yeah.
cleverly written, can't beat it.
And look, the guy said the engineer I was recording, I forget it, because he said it a couple of times. I was recording something and he was like, "Oh, bars, bars." And I'm like, "Hold up, this ain't no rap." But I understood what he was saying. It was just that it was working. The wordplay was working, and it was like, yo, he likes the cleverness of the song structure from a lyrical perspective. He was like, yo, man, I like the way you write. And so I'm like, hey, And then when you look at the response you get, for example, at this point in my life, this is the first time that I've gotten the type of response online to my music than ever before. So I'm like, did it take this long for people to realize that I had something?
Probably, yeah. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Sure did. Yeah.
Yeah, so but yeah, now I know again, you and I worked on something a few years ago and I revamped one of those songs and did a nice music video to it and came out very well. Excuse me. Are you currently working on any new material?
I am working on a new album.
Okay.
Um, it's been a while. I've been pushing the last two albums, the Smooth Romance and the This Is Me. So I'm working on a new album. I have um, too many songs. That's the problem. There's too many songs to choose from, and I keep switching them up and changing and all that other stuff. But hopefully soon I'll have this new collection out, ready to go.
And are you a fan of music videos? I mean, some people have different opinions on whether you really need them, but to me, I love the art form. It's just a lot of fun it's one thing to record and it sounds good and it comes out, but then to add a video, put a video together, man, it's just so much fun to me. I enjoy it. What about yourself?
Music videos is a must.
Okay.
I really like to do. I like music videos, and I like the exposure that they get.
Right.
You know, and it helps get the song's message across. You know,
Yeah.
the visual thing on the music videos, if you, once again, just like a song, if you put the song together well, if you put the video together well, you know, it it does, you know, it helps your song, helps promote your song, and
Absolutely.
you know, helps promote the song. And it's a must. I think you should have music videos, and it's not that hard to make these days.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's one of the things that really helped me from an exploratory perspective, because technology has advanced or evolved, however you want to look at it, and just having the interest on the songwriting process, having interest on the video making process, having grown up watching films, all these different elements. To me, it's not that difficult because I'm like a kid in a candy store. When I know that I can take my ideas out my head and actually put them down and create an actual song, you know, verse, hook, bridge, whatever the case may be, the entire structure, or whatever structure I decide, and then do the same thing with a music video. I mean, for the love of the craft, man, I'm like all in. I am all in. I find it amazing and I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll spend days, months on one part, just on one line, just because I want it to sit right, you know. And I'm happy doing it, you know.
Hmm.
Whereas if someone was watching me, you know, work, probably would be bored in the next 15
Yeah.
seconds.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like how many times you gonna keep playing that same part?
Until I get it right,
Right.
until I
Or
feel it.
didn't you just play that already? Didn't that I just heard that. What are you doing now? Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you mean. So are we too old for this stuff or what, man? What's going
Well, at
on?
one point I thought so. Um, you know, at one point I thought so, but then I started watching the younger generation and you know stuff like that want to take the music, you know, us old guys' music and use it to make hits today. So I don't think so. Matter of fact, I know that there is a market, an untapped market,
Right.
you know, an unserved market um, that is has been ignored,
Right.
which is us, you know. I mean, I like the new stuff. I like all of, you know, the new stuff. Well, not all of it, but I like a lot of the new stuff. I like how they're put together. There's some songs when it comes on, I'm like, yo, yeah, all right. But there's nothing like an old classically put together hit,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, something that you can hear, understand, and repeat.
Exactly. That right there. That part.
You know, there's nothing like it. You know, so no, I don't think I ain't too old. I'm only 21 anyway. So
Oh, my bad. Oh, you know what? I was thinking about the
so
other dude. My bad. My
yeah,
bad.
yeah, yeah. So it you know, I mean, I got like about another 50 years to go before I'm too old to do this.
Look, I ain't mad at you, man. I ain't mad at you all at all. But look, even though again we're not rappers, we're singers, crooners, whatever you want to call songwriters, singer-songwriters. Um, I'm thinking about Killer Mike, who's a rapper. I think he's out of Atlanta or somewhere in the South, and he won a couple of Grammys.
There you
Just
go.
what a couple of years ago, and he's like 40 plus, whatever it is. I don't know, but he won a couple of Grammys. So to me, that says that there is a market for older artists. Now, we may not be the quote unquote norm, but the point still remains that if at that age you got the sauce to put something together, and like you said, you feel there's a market, and in fact, I know Shantae Barrett is my event planner. slash indie, I guess, partner in certain cases. She's been saying for a while that women want to hear stuff that we grew up with or stuff that influenced us over the past years. And when she heard from my last album called Charismatic, the song, she was like, that's what women want to hear. And she's talking about mature women, not little
Mm.
girls, not look, everybody got their own thing, but she ain't talking about no hoochie mama. She's talking about women that want to be
I don't know.
romantic.
They may want to hear it too.
Well, maybe both, but what she does know for sure is that she's not hearing a lot of it on the air, and if it wasn't for Usher, Chris Brown, and there's a few others that are really putting out to me some good material. I think it's a barren market, and not only do they want to hear that music, but they want to see the representation of a seasoned man presenting that music. Because I don't know, maybe 50 and 60-year-old women do want to go see Chris Brown, but I would think they would like to go see someone in their own age range that can really give them what they like to hear. That's just my interpretation.
Well, I think that yes, they want to go out to see, but they want to go out, period. You know,
Yeah,
to go out to have a good time and go see something. So there is not a lot of I promote events, and there's not a lot of events where someone can go and have a good time. You
right,
know,
right,
and most of the events that I know that's around the promoters that I know, they do the classic soul thing, which
right.
is
Okay.
great. But there's not a lot of new music that's out there. And there's still people writing. There's still writers, mature writers writing new music, but of course it's not being recognized. And the way that things are now, um, everybody's self-promoting, and I'm not sure that a lot of the audience or a lot of the seniors or a lot of the mature people um, know how to navigate to listen to some new mature music. That's what
Got you.
we
Got
need
you.
to we need to hold a seminar on that one. Where to
Yeah,
find
where to find it? Yeah, and I guess because of the indie approach, and then of course because of how'd you say it, trendsetters and the fads, the record companies, the radio stations, they're only going to play certain songs. And, there's a few reasons for that, as you know. So you may have a really great batch of songs that will never get heard nationwide because only the popular artists are getting that airtime and that opportunity to have their material heard. So, folks, if you're just joining us, this is the TRU-MU podcast. Today, we're speaking to the smooth one, Carl T. Smith, and I am Sir Charles Cary. And today, we're talking about music and music styles and things of that nature because this podcast is all about music, from music styles, instruments, instrumentation, whatever it may be. And for us in particular, the songs and the music that we grew up with, and the things that we like, and that have really stood the test of time, in my opinion. So, in fact, I know that's a fact because if you listen to songs that have samples and stuff like that, there's not a lot of creativity. There's a lot of innovation, but not a lot of creativity. And there is a difference between creativity and innovation. So, what do you got coming up next?
well, I'm hitting the stage again. I haven't been, I've been working stages, but I haven't been on stage in a
Right, right.
while. So I'm hitting up stages again. I have some events that's coming up in the spring. Some events that's coming. Actually, I'm performing next weekend. I'm
Okay.
playing for. We're doing a winery in New York. I'm playing with Leon and the Peoples.
Okay. Right, right. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, that's February 17th, and then when March 21st, where we'll be
Right.
in Maryland. Uh,
Huh? At the MPK
doing
Cabaret.
MPK, yeah, doing the True Lovers tour.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
Yeah,
then
looking forward to that one.
and then I have an event, a couple of events in New York, April 24th, I believe, and April 26th, I believe. April 26th is I'm doing my full concert, band, opening acts, sound, lights, everything.
That's
On
April
April 20,
26th.
I believe it's April 26th. Let me look on here. And then I'm gonna do an event on May 20, no, June 21st. June 21st is what they call Music Day.
Okay.
So every year I've been checking out this Music Day thing, and last year I submitted my name to do a performance, but I had a an event happening in okay, it's not coming up, happening in New York in the Bronx. So I didn't get a chance to go do the event, but this year I'm gonna produce the event.
Ah, okay. So you were overbooked last time. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of had to try to. I was trying to keep a venue open. May 21st, trying to keep a venue open, and had to go there instead of going down to do the gig for the music day. So I want to do an event there, and
Okay.
if I can have my way, I'm going to do an outdoor event, festival that'll probably start like 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock kind of thing.
And what's that date again?
It is June 21st.
All right, you did
That day I remember. It's my
music.
mother's birthday.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah. Music day. Man, I'm looking forward to doing some things with you, especially the most immediate thing that's coming up, which is on March 21st. Again, that's the True Lovers Tour, 50/50 Beach Place, Temple Hills, Maryland, folks. It's just $20 to get in. You got an all-star lineup. John R. Lewis, DC's own Smoke D, Tawanda Prince. I mean, there's just so much that we're pouring into this event, and we hope that you can make it, folks. Let's see if I can bring up one of the oh yeah, here we go. Can you see that, Carl?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the True Lovers Tour. So we have a nice lineup for you. Carl and I will be headlining this event, and we're excited about it simply because we go all in. You know, I'm either on one side of the mic or another. Either I am speaking or I am singing, and my passion for both is just I have an insatiable appetite for either one. It doesn't really matter to me because I believe this is what I'm supposed to do and where I'm supposed to be. So I'm just excited that each and every opportunity I get, I can pour my heart out, do what I love doing because people seem to like it. I know I'm crazy about it, and there's not much more you can ask of me, than to do that. So Carl, give us some of your contact information.
Um, you can easily find me or find out anything about me if you just go to smooth1.com. That's smooth1.com. You can catch me on Facebook if you just type in facebook.smooth1.com. Uh, so you can check out everything. And when you go there when you go there, sign my mailing list.
Find out about upcoming events and things like that,
You'll
right?
find out that there's videos for old, stuff that I've done before. There's music. My music is on there. There's events that's coming. There's stuff I wish was coming, and all kind of things that I'm
Right.
posting on there. And then if you join the mailing list, then I can email you all the stuff that that's coming, and all the fun stuff and all the crazy things that I usually end up in.
Oh, I know that's right. Yeah, folks. And Sir Charles Cary music.com. Go to Sir Charles Cary music.com. Get your tickets for the upcoming True Lovers Tour. Again, it's just $20. That's March 21st from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Refreshments, live entertainment. You will not be disappointed. We just want you to be part of the energy because we're going all in, and I want you to experience this, folks. And if you have any questions, whether it's about something that's been said today during the podcast, whether it's questions about the upcoming events or just individual questions, please post your questions. And if you've already posted your questions and we're not responding to them now in real time, we will respond to the feed after the segment has concluded. But by all means, we want to hear from you. We want to know, what type of music do you like, folks? What's your favorite group? What's your style? Do you like soul? Do you like ballads? Do you like traditional R&B? You like dance music? What do you like? And what would you like to hear at this event? Because I'm pretty sure we're going to have it, because the lineup we have kind of covers a lot of bases. So we're excited about it. And, I'm on Facebook, Sir Charles Cary. Facebook.com/Sir Charles Cary. My regular site again is Sir Charles Cary Inc.com. That's non-musical things. And for music things, it's Sir Charles Cary Music.com. We'll look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for your time, folks. And again, we'd love to get back to you about all things that we're doing. And next Tuesday, we'll be talking about some other things regarding music, and we're going to fill in the blanks with that and also share with you a little more detail about some of the people you can expect to hear on March 21st. We don't just do this because we can. We do this because we want to, because we can, because we love it, and it's just in us. So with that being said, any closing comments, Carl?
I'm just looking forward to 2025 and all the good things that's about to come for us, for you, and everybody watching.
There you go. There you go. Don't forget, folks, be part of the energy. So
Be the
next time,
energy.
yeah, be the energy. Yes, absolutely. We'll see you next time.